Hi everyone, welcome back, welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here, for taking time out of your day to spend time with me, to exchange energy with me, to tap into this and receive a message that is for you. This is going to be a collective reading for Samhain, which is today, All Hallows Eve. It is when the veil is at its thinnest. It is easiest to pass between worlds, the esoteric, the underworld, whatever you want to call it, source. The veil is very thin. That's why they tagged Halloween with like a spooky, because spirits can contact us easier and they can, contact us, speak to us, get a hold of us, get our attention. Because of what day it is. Samhain also is for Celtic. It's a Celtic festival where they third harvest. There it is. I was about to say it's called Third Harvest because I had got this deck Friday, so I read a little bit about it, and one of the cards that I have already pulled was Third Harvest, so I read about it. But it's essentially where you gather the last of what's left, the last little bits right before winter kind of sets in, and Samhain takes place halfway between fall equinox and winter equinox. So it's today, right? We're halfway through fall, and about halfway to winter. So at this time, I mean, way back, obviously. Well, actually, I'm going to read about it in this, but so I'll leave it at that for now. But this is going to be a collective reading for anyone who is interested in this holiday and harnessing this energy today and tomorrow. So it starts at sunset and goes to sunrise tomorrow morning. So 31st through the 1st. So let's see what else wants to come out for us. Spirit, speak to me and through me for the collective. What messages do you want us to know at this time? What do we need to tap into during Samhain? What do we need to focus on? Where should our attention go? Cleaning. Okay. So harvesting, taking stock in what's around, what you have left to do before winter comes, and cleaning, again, before winter comes. Because once we're going to be, in winter we typically like hermit, we recluse, go dormant, what's the other word? Hibernate. And you're going to be in your house more, so you want it to feel good. Maybe take this time to rearrange, move your furniture and clean under it, all of that kind of stuff. Take advantage of this. I've gotten, every time I've used this deck, which is like, this is maybe the 5th time, I've gotten this 3 out of the 5 times, so it's a very significant message here about cleansing, about releasing, about changing up the energy, cleansing your aura even. The veil, we're just talking about the veil. And protection. And healer. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. It's so pretty. And intuition. Oh my goodness, we're getting big third eye, chakra energy with that right there. Alright, I'm going to read from the book because I feel like, I mean, this, like I said, I just got this. I've only used it a handful of times, so I don't know enough about it to give a full picture. Alright, keywords for the third harvest: gathering, abundance, preparation. Samhain served as a practical holiday that told our ancestors to prepare for the coming of winter. The third harvest was a time to gather up the remainder of the crops to prepare and store them to have enough food to last through the harsh conditions. The last of the wheat would be ground into flour, the remains of the fruit and vegetables would be pickled and canned, and meats salted. Everything with a shelf life was stored in underground cellars and packed with ice. Though winters might be harsh, And gathering up the winters might be harsh, and gathering up your food is hard work. There is a feeling of abundance and pride in getting prepared. Imagine looking at your food stores and seeing the physical representation of your work. Imagine seeing the abundant rewards of planting your seeds and nourishing them as they grow. We are lucky that we no longer have to face these conditions in the modern world. Refrigerators and grocery stores make it easy for us to have food all year long. Perhaps that is why the overall idea of preparation is no longer as important to us. If you're holding the third harvest, you are being guided to gather up your accomplishments, to celebrate your wins. Take a look at everything you've done and achieved. Make a store of those wins and come back to whenever you are feeling low or like you failed. The easiest way to attract more abundance is to feel abundant. Having this stockpile of feel-good moments will kickstart you and help you turn feelings of lack. Help you turn around feelings of lack or stagnation. And then we got broom, clearing, purifying, home. A broom or besom can be found in any home for sweeping dust and dirt. However, a broom to a witch is more than a simple household tool. It holds special significance and sweeps more than dust and dirt away. Brooms are often used to sweep away negative energy in a similar way to Native Americans, indigenous peoples, burning white sage. It sweeps away the physical and invisible energies that have crept in from the outside world. This clearing of energy contributes to a witch's well-being. Clearing out the old and dusty, a witch makes space for the new. Sweeping out negative energy, a witch raises her vibration, therefore her strength. When the broom sweeps into your life, you are being guided to do some cleaning. Some things surrounding your current situation have been neglected. You need to clear out this dust of the past. This card can also mean clearing your aura. As healers, we tend to hold on to the energy of others for much longer than we need. It's important to do regular purification rituals to keep your aura nice and tidy. This message is amplified. We did not, so I'm going to skip that. The more you clear out the old, the more you make room for new energies to come into your life. Removing things both physical or metaphorical from your life, such as mementos from past relationships, or giving away things that remind you of old situations, helps with the process of that clearing. Yeah, so just as I said, you're being called to do some prep work for winter, for your hibernation. Clean your house really good, rearrange it, get maybe your hobbies even in line, like things that make you feel good through the winter, especially if you're susceptible to seasonal affect disease, I think is what it's called. Seasonal depression, essentially when the nights are longer and the days are shorter, people tend to get a little bit more depressed. So maybe get a jump on that and do some things, gather maybe some nature from outside that you can turn into arts and crafts or something along those lines. I'm getting for you to tap into. 41, the veil. Keywords: crossing, revealing truth, concealment. Okay. The veil is the very heart of Samhain. On this night, the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. That's what I've been saying for weeks. And the spirit realm is as close as it's ever going to be here on Earth. That means you have a toll-free call to every spiritual helper, from the gods and goddesses to your ancestors, your angels, ghosts, you name it. Each year you have a chance to receive supercharged advice from those who know everything in the entire universe. The Veil card has come into your reading because new truths will soon be revealed to your situation. Things are being uncovered that were waiting for the conditions to be just right so they could present themselves to you in the most effective way. Be sure to keep your mind open to receiving messages in unusual ways. Notice any reoccurring signs or symbols or even feelings. There is no coincidence for you at this time. That is pretty self-explanatory. I would pay very close attention to your dreams tonight. and in the next few days. And also with this protection card right next to it, if some of you are a little bit hesitant to dabble or to tap into, speak to, cross over, whatever it is, don't be. You are protected. Also, make sure that you do protection spells and all of that good stuff. Your crystals, all of that makes you feel even more protected. But just know you're protected at this time, so you can travel confidently and safely. Alright, safety, hidden. Many of us have a heart hat. Oof. I don't know what I just tried to say. Many of us have had to search out our own safety since beginning our journeys as spiritual healers, students, and teachers. We faced criticism for being witches, faced jealousy for being true to our paths, and had to withstand attacks from our own egos. But we rise and keep going with fearless determination. We know we have our spiritual team, our ancestors, guides, and angels to support us and keep us from harm. You are always protected, my dearest witch, no matter how scary the world may seem or how many things go bump in the dark night of your soul. Within you is a space that cannot be harmed, penetrated, or shaken. Here you can retreat to heal or find comfort. You need only to step through the veil into the arms of those who love and care for you. If you have drawn protection, know that all is well and you are safe. Your spiritual support team will protect you from harm. You are protected from hexes, evil eyes, dangerous psychic attacks. You are even protected from the dangers of your earth-based ego. Know that you can handle anything. When you are feeling unsafe, speak to the powers that be. Ask them to guide you where you do not have eyes and to keep you safe when you are in harm's way. They are always walking with you and are ready to provide you with additional support whenever you feel the need to ask. I really like these cards. I really like the messages that they give. I feel like this is really, really clear. It's telling you to prepare your home. Well, what I'm getting is while the sun is up today and tomorrow, use that time to prepare your home, clean your home, cleanse your home, your aura, your space, all of those things. Do some food prep if you want some ceremonial cleansing, and then in the nighttime, ask Spirit, Source, whatever, universe, whatever you want to call it, to guide you to your highest, whatever, your favorite version of yourself, your highest version of yourself, your any and everything that you, any question that you have, now's the time to ask it, is what I'm getting. And then also just know that as you move through these next few days, as you move through this space, as you move through the rest of your life, you are protected, divinely protected and guided. Alright, let's get a few tarot cards, if any of them want to come out. We'll see. Spirit, speak to me and through me. Collective that is interested in tapping into this Shaolin energy this time. The veil is thin. What do we need to know right now? Communicate with us clearly, concisely, relevant messages. Judgment, 10 of coins, and the Hierophant. Whoops. That is pretty amazing. I'm actually going to take Temperance as well, because we've got 4 cards, so why not do 4 and 4? Judgment with the 10 of coins, Hierophant, and Temperance. That's a lot of major arcana. 3 out of 4 cards are major arcana, and the one that's not is the best, most abundant financial card in the deck. So Judgment is right before the world, so it's like one step before the completion of this cycle. It is about renewal and healing and rising above people's judgments and thoughts about you, and letting it all go so you can be free, so you can have this deep healing, this resurrection, essentially, is the word that I feel like I should be using. This is also speaking to utilizing this time as you're focusing on clearing energies. Focus on forgiveness. If there's something that is showing up for you that needs to be addressed as far as like forgiveness of yourself or of other people, whether they've asked for it or not, address that at this time, because I feel like on the other side of that is a whole new a whole new way of being for you, a whole new way of life. Like I said, a rebirth. And also, on the other side of that is the Ten of Coins. So what if I told you that all you had to do to receive the Ten of Coins was to clean your house? Right? You would do it, right? I mean, that's pretty straightforward. I think all of us would do that. So really, really take this time, even this next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, to get your house really in order. Make it feel good to you every time you walk in, and strive to keep it in that state. I know for some of us who have kids, especially those of us who live alone most of the time with our children, it's hard to, well, and even those of us that have spouses that live with us, because that can sometimes be more than kids, right? Try to just work towards keeping your house in a state that really makes you feel good. I feel like a lot of us, a lot of you have been not dreading being at home, but it just feels like it's a little bit like, I can't ever keep this place clean. Why is it always like this? Why can't I just keep the dishes done? Why it feels like it's overwhelming at times. But if you take baby steps, little steps, clean one room at a time, and then maybe even make a chore chart, delegate if you have to. I feel like it will serve you really well. You're moving into a place of financial stability, so even if that means hiring someone to keep your house clean for you, do that. That's the route that I would always, always, always go if I had the funds. That's what I spend it on. With the veil came the Hierophant, so it's definitely you being able to slip between worlds. Really easy right now. I feel like you have some questions that you need answered, and now is a really good time to ask them, because you will receive the answers that you're looking for. It's kind of like a key. It's going to be handed to you, and it's going to unlock this whole big kind of Pandora's box, but in a really good way. Pandora's box in the way that it's filled with treasures and money and abundance and knowledge and peace and health, wealth, vitality, all of the things. I feel like it's going to unlock for you. And kind of all you have to do is ask. And tonight's the night to do that. So maybe spend a little bit of time before you go to sleep tonight journaling. And that could help. Sleep with it next to you. Listen to binaural beats. Maybe do a guided meditation, even if you are kind of needing help getting to another level. And then we have Temperance. This is, again, this is a card of rebirth. This is a card of renewal. There's a rebirth. There's a renewal. There's deep healing to be had here. There's forgiveness to be granted. Mostly I'm feeling for yourself. You need to forgive yourself for a situation. Maybe you didn't treat yourself very well. You didn't treat the people around you very well for whatever reason. I feel like you need to forgive yourself for who you used to be or the actions that you used to partake in. And there's going to be a deep healing. I also feel like this healing is directly connected to this. Like once you, this could be related to past life regression. This is all kind of stemming back to, aside from the broom, this is all kind of stemming back to past lives. Maybe how you lived your life in the past. Like, I'm literally talking past lives. Maybe you didn't live it in the best way. You need to sever ties with that. Maybe you took vows of poverty that you have now outgrown. You've already fulfilled those. And now it's time to, I fulfilled that duty. I am through that phase. I release it and I'm moving on. I'm moving on to abundance. I embrace my abundance. It is my birthright to be wealthy, to be healthy, to be peaceful, to be wise, all of these things. So that is what I'm getting for you guys for this Shawan energy that we're tapping into. Yeah, it's a really, 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 really good time to get in touch with your ancestors. I would say set up an altar for them if you haven't already. Say some prayers, again, candle work, all that stuff. Dive deep into it tonight and tomorrow. I feel like it's going to benefit you, and you're going to emerge a completely different person. Maybe even going from the student to the teacher type energy. You could gain a really big piece of the puzzle here if you tap into it and if you do it right. And also clean your damn house. Alright guys, that's all we're gonna do for today. I'm gonna leave it kind of short and sweet. I know there aren't a ton of cards, but I feel like it was a really clear and concise message for all of us. Happy Halloween, Hallows Eve, Samhain, whatever you celebrate, however you celebrate. Know that you are protected, know that you are safe, and know that you are loved. And I will see you guys all next time. I love you all. Bye.